So a while ago, I asked the question, are 3D printing hobbyists being priced right out of the market? With all these companies building bigger and better printers, some of them that do more than just 3D printing, laser engraving, cutting, you name it, multiple color, multiple material, different kind of, multiple heads, everything. It was just going over and beyond than the basic 3D printing needs. And of course, the prices kept going up and up and up to the point where you're looking at $2,500, $3,000 for a printer. And, to me, some of those just might as well be $1,000,000. They're just becoming out of reach. So I was concerned that, my hobby, my small business, I wasn't going to be able to get my hands on the workhorses of printers that, can continue doing everything I wanted to do. I don't need all those fancy features. And I was hoping that the companies were not going to forget us. Bambu Lab dropped the A2L, which is their next printer in the line of their A series, right? It's their advanced printer. Bigger, better, maybe. We'll have to discuss it. Some people like it, some people don't. I waited till the dust settled a little bit before I had my knee-jerk reaction to this printer because I was all in when the announcement came, but doing a little bit more deep diving and seeing other people's reactions to it, I wanted to set my expectations, seeing when I do get a line of these printers, because spoiler alert, I'm gonna buy them. They're good enough for me to go all in on them, but I do want to have that discussion and see what other people are expecting from this printer, because sometimes, not always, a bigger, faster printer is going to handle all your needs. So let's get into it. So I'll try to speed talk around the specs because those specs are there for everybody's consumption. I'll tell you guys what they're adding to the printer and the benefits for the hobbyist, right? And the very first thing that you're going to notice is the price. Now, from the A1 to this A2L, just the base printer, it's a $70 difference, $70 increase. That's awesome, right? This is affordable. It's not that much more than the A1s that we're doing. So right after bat, I was like, oh yes, like I can afford this. I can afford multiple ones and then grow a print farm with this printer. So hats off to Bambu for keeping the price affordable. And I know that's subjective, but in this 3D printing market, it was awesome. Of course, bigger bed, bigger print volume. It's a much needed. A lot of people were clamoring for Bambu to come out with a bigger print volume printer, and everything that we were doing was either the same or just a tad bigger. But this one pretty much rivals the CR10s, which are almost a 12 by 12 by 15 print volume. So you do get a lot more, bigger prints. You don't have to slice things as much, Anyway, so a lot of people are climbing for it. Now, there's a lot, of course, advanced features. Again, I don't want to go into the specs. You guys could explore that, and there's a lot more technical videos you can watch about the exact changes that this printer is going to be offering. Because probably better firmware, better performances, better detections, and all those things are all built into this new printer. I'm hoping that the camera is better too. By the way, from these other A1 series. I don't like those cameras. But anyway, one thing to note, this is a Bedslinger, meaning the bed moves on the Y-axis and the print head moves on the X-axis. So the difference between when we call a Bedslinger versus a Core XY printer, which is usually a box and enclosure, but it's a Core XY is when the print head moves, on the X and Y, and the Z is the height. It just brings the model down so you can print on it. It's for stability, it's a lot better. Now, this A2L is a Bedslinger. It's a bigger print volume, so a lot of people are like red flag number one, right? But there are a certain way, certain things around it, and certain things that Bambu is preparing for this kind of upgrade to it. Now, because Bedslingers are known to have vibration issues, especially with tall and bulky prints, because that print is sitting on that bed and it's being slung back and forth printing, and the higher it gets, you're going to get that wobble. Bamboo promises that it's going to have more of that detection, more of that vibration and wobble detection. So we're going to have to pay close attention to that. But that's something always from all these printers, that's always been kind of an issue. I've had issues. I still have issues on a lot of my printers with that Z height wobble. So I'm thrilled that they're even paying attention to that and building some sort of detection in the new generation of the printer. It just means that they're paying attention to that. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I figure it's going to be better than my CR10s, which I do have a lot of wobbling issues with. Now, I love multiple color printing. I love the AMS systems. I think that was a game changer from the day it was introduced to the hobbyist. And the limitations that we had for the A1 series, the A1 and the A1 Mini, meaning you can only put one AMS light, a 4-color system, added to those printers. This one promises up to 19 colors on this affordable printer. Next in line of the series, 19 colors, one AMS light and 4 AMS 2s, meaning those are those enclosed AMS systems that could, put a dryer to it, put 4 colors to it. You can up 4 of those and then one AMS light that will use the additional 3 color for a total of 19 colors. That's awesome. Now, the combo right now, the A2L combo, which is the base printer and an AMS light, is $560 some dollars, right? So you could get the core printer right now for $100 or $70 more than the A1, and $100 more for the AMS light combo. Great price, great price. And reason why I'm not setting prices in stone, telling you exactly, because it can change, right? This could be a special. It can go up, it can go down. Bambu's very, very good at letting people know when they can get discounted parts, prints, and all those things. And we don't know if this is just an entry level price. So again, this is just my observation at this point. But multiple color at this level with this type of printer, again, puts the hobbyist into a different category. Now, how well is that going to play in a business wise? Because more colors, more AMS stuff equals more time printing, more waste. So I don't know if that's good for people who run businesses and want to put these in, like 19 colors into a product versus a hobbyist that wants to do an actual, like the Hue Forge stuff or statues or trinkets and stuff like that. You can really go nuts with it. If you really want to invest all those AMS systems into the A2L, it's there, right? I figure, in my opinion, if I was going to upgrade to all those colors, I probably would upgrade the printer to one of the, the P2Ps or an X1 carbon. They handle, they're built for that. This is it's the A2L being open frame and kind of Bedslinger. You're gonna run into like room issues and stuff like that, and the vibration. So it's possible. It's there. I don't know if I'm gonna take advantage of 19 colors, but definitely a AMS2 added to them. And I do plan on buying more than one A2L because I have right now, I think I'm sitting at 8 CR10s, which I want to replace them all with the A2Ls because, again, quality, speed, multiple color, all those things. So I'm very excited to upgrade my print farm with these printers. So a lot of what I'm saying, honestly, is subjective. It's my opinion. It's just my observation on what I've been seeing. I've been seeing things across the board, paying very close attention to Bambu Lab website specifically and reviews of people who have this in hand. Now, when I do have this in hand, I'm going to do a whole unboxing. I'll let you guys know exactly if this printer is, lives up to my expectations. I have a different little bit of expectation. I know that some of them plus or minus, good or bad, I can take. And what I want to implement this printer into my production, whether it's making videos of cosplay stuff for the channel, or if I introduce these printers to my 3D printing business, creating all my action figure stands and displays, and how efficient I can print things faster and better quality. So again, it's subjective. It's my opinion on it. I think this is a great notion that at least Bambu Lab, a lot of other companies are doing it, but Bambu Lab has really, really cornered the market. And here's this quote unquote entry level. And I say that loosely because I don't believe these are entry level anymore. I believe these are full on professional 3D printers. But the price and what you in the volume you get is considered entry level, right? I think it's great that they are paying attention to expanding on this, level of printing, and then versus like the step up where you can start getting multiple print heads for multiple materials, for one print, and then multiple color, all those things. So they're basically got us covered, man. They got the hobbyist covered, they got the professional covered, they got the businessman covered. I love that. Bambu Lab it has a great ecosystem. Everything so far that I have ordered, like replacement parts, is coming on time. Nothing's broke. In fact, I have 4 Bambu Lab printers right now. Other than a clog and a nozzle replacement, I've had 0 problems with any of these printers, and I'm hoping that that continues going forward. I know that luck will run out eventually. I've made some vlogs on that kind of notion before, where you can have a clog day 1 or day 1000. It's just all kinds of variables. So I am thrilled that what I consider the hobbyists, being recognized as like, here's another printer for you guys, bigger, better, more advanced. It's basically like we're letting you know what we want, and you guys answered us. So, if you guys disagree, if you agree, let me know in the comments section below too, because again, this is sometimes 3D printing in the groups and all that stuff could be very, very heated. For some reason, people don't find value in a certain printer, and they let you know that they're not going to buy it, and they let everybody else know that you're dumb for buying it, So now I'm not going to do that here. I will tell you guys what I like, what I don't like but I mean, there's a printer for everybody in this hobby. So on my journey through this hobby and profession and industry, I welcome these type of changes and these type of attention to all types of level of 3D printers out there. So I am all in. Anyway, guys, a little bit of a vlog, a little bit of talk here, sitting here, just kind of give you guys my feelings on this printer. I think it's a great buy. I think it's a something that if someone is asking me, if even entry level, hey, I don't even have a 3D printer, should I get this one? My answer right now is yes. Again, I don't have it in hand, but I've had experience enough with the Bambu Lab printers and my research out there, looking at everybody else's comments and stuff. I think a lot of issues are being addressed, and yeah, I recommend this is an entry level, big time. Price is great, printer, the offering's great. But anyway, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this, listening to you rant a little bit. There are some amazing builds coming to this channel. I dropped some cool ones. I dropped a Mandalorian 3D printed helmet. I dropped some Masters of the Universe things. I've got some, I don't know. You see that light back there? That's my living room, and in there is why I can't live in there right now. You'll have to just pay attention to the channel, like and subscribe, and you will see. So yeah, thank you guys. I will see you on the next one.